Hello and welcome to my channel, I Don't Fucking Know. Today we are at my grandparents' house and got some eggs this morning. I did want to kind of show off my bounty of what my grandparents, mostly my grandmother, has collected me from her chickens. She has all different colors. Unfortunately, I don't know the breeds of the specific chickens, but we're gonna have Bella come visit too. Bella is their Boston Terrier. Here, Bella. I don't know if you can see her. Come here, up. I call her Miss Piggy because she's literally a little piglet. But she wants to eat these feathers. They don't seem to taste tasty, but she wants them. You gonna be chilling with me out here? I gotta film this video, baby girl. Thank you for coming. Good girl. Good come. Good come, Bella. So, I just wanted to show off the amazing bounty my grandmother has collected me. So my grandfather used to work, this was his company, Converter Clutch. So we'll be representing, or maybe you can't see, whichever. But today I have quite a bit of different things to show. I have some sanitizer first and foremost for those concerned. But I guess we'll go in order of most appealing towards normies. So here is all of the feathers my grandmother's collected me. They had a molting season, or they molt just like dogs do with their fur. You can't have any. Y'all want to see this though? I'm trying to let me pet her with them. No, no, eat. No, no. She doesn't like it. She wants to eat them. I just want to pet her with them. They're so soft. But we have all different colors. We have white and tan with some gray. We have black iridescent ones as well. So just some very pretty colors, and I plan on making hair jewelry or earrings with them. I love having feathers in my hair and just adding towards my mess of my life. So excited to have all these, and for some reason I just love feathers. My grandfather, I remembered when I was in elementary school, he asked me if I wanted a bird. And I said, yeah, of course not. I want any animal. And he bought 10s and 20s of homing pigeons. So I just always grew up with birds. I love birds. And now he has chickens. So chickens, we get their eggs and everything. But these are my favorite feathers. I can't share my feathers with you. But I'm excited to try to see what I can do with these. I have a whole bunch of colors and textures with some links, so I'm excited to see what I can do with these. And it also just really warms my heart that my grandmother actually is looking out for this stuff, because a lot of people, when I tell them that I love feathers and I collect them, they look at me as though I'm like weird and I'm touching dead animals and feathers are gross and everything like that. But I think humans are nastier, so it really doesn't bother me. But I guess I'm just different, and my grandmother will go and pick up all of these feathers and just save them for me in my room here, and I'm just really blessed to have her in my life and just have her love me for my oddities. So these are my feathers. This is not my entire collection of feathers. These are just like the ones I had and was able to grab before I came over. But next, so at my work, at my work, I've noticed that there are like a whole bunch of feathers scattered everywhere. So I've come to the conclusion that I think there's a hawk or big bird of prey that has like a semi-permanent residence over by the area where I park. And I've now found 2 different set of wings, just like torn. So I've collected them. I kind of want to take off these bones, so that's what I'll do now. No ma'am, you can't eat. They're chicken bones. You can't have them. So there are these beautiful wings. I believe these would just be pigeon wings. I don't know the exact species, I'm guessing, but I believe these would just be pigeons. And I found this one, which I think is gorgeous. And here is my other one. So they had ants on them, but I kind of moved them all away and tried to clean it up as best as I could. But I just think it's so cool having like whole entire wings all together. So they are hard, so I can't spread them out. So now what I'm thinking is the next time I find wings or find a bird, I need to like get a piece of plywood or just something I can like nail the wings into to stretch them out. So when they do harden up, I'd have one that's spread wide so you can see all of the beautiful feathers. So now, I believe these are both the same size, the same side of the wing, but I have 2 beautiful feathers now. All right, and then I have another piece of that over here. Bella, you can't eat this. But yeah, I just think it's really cool. These feathers are gorgeous and just so soft. So I look forward to finding feathers. Feathers are my favorite. So I keep this box of feathers in my car just so I can collect stuff and find it a home where it won't be a piece of trash in the wind. Hopefully I can make something beautiful of them and cherish them and just wear them. I think they're gorgeous. So the very last thing, and why we're here today, my friend from work showed me an app called Seek, where you can take photos of nature and it will identify the plant, fungus, bird, animal for you. So I'm going to download that now. This is not a, how do the YouTubers say it? This is not a sponsor. I just think it's really cool because the last time I did a video like this, I had to actually like research what the animal was, and that's a lot of work, especially with how many animals there are in this world. It's crazy. So my brother Bryce found this for me, and again, I am very thankful to have family who just accepts my oddities for what they are and will let me know when they see a dead bird, you know? I think that's so cool when people just think of these weird things and then say, Nikki would love that. So we have Seek here. Seek. And now we are going to take a picture of this bird. And my brother said he found it on his, right on his doormat. So it's not like he was searching for it or anything. He said that there was no blood. And when he gave it to me, this was a couple of days ago, when he gave it to me, it was very puffy. It was so cute and soft. But now it's kind of gotten condensed a little bit and stiff, which is okay. But we are going to take a picture of this bird. Oh, its hairsies are messed up. So, oh, I apologize. So we're gonna get it on a solid color and we're gonna take a photo of it. And they believe this to be a kinglet. You can't eat it, Missy. I know. It's mine. So it says the genius kinglet. Yeah. Damn. I don't know how to use this damn app. But I'll get the name of the bird in the description. But it's a kinglet, we do believe. So it is so tiny. It's not even the size of my palm. And it's yellow. I swear, I haven't ever really seen yellow birds like flying ever. But now this is my second bird that I've come in contact with that is yellow. So the first bird I had, that's in my video, preserving a cedar waxwing. Bella, where'd my paper go? So because it's so small, I've kind of wondered if I even need to like preserve it or anything at all, but I think all animals have guts and stuff, so I don't want any of that to like leak out or do anything like that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take its tail feathers. So I'm gonna bring you closer. You wanna watch? So here are the tail feathers. They're beautiful. They are gray and yellow. And so what you're gonna do to remove these is you're going to push the tail feathers down and lift up the tiny feathers. Here you can see, let me pull for you. Once you lift all the feathers, you can see the base of the tail. Yeah, there we go. You can see the base of the feathers. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just pluck those out. And they don't come out hard at all. So we got those out. We'll be putting those in our little baggie. And with these tiny, tiny feathers, I plan on making earrings. Don't know how, and these feathers are actually coming out a lot easier than my last one. I think it's because I waited so many days to pull them, but I think it's still just so beautiful. So now we have the tail feathers gone. And now I am wanting to keep the wings, but first I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take the little feetsies. I love the feet. For some reason, bird feet scare the living crap out of me. I don't know why, but like just seeing a dead chicken and their feet it scares me. So for some reason I just wanna keep them, I don't know. I guess I don't want to have anything go to waste if it's something I can use. And now that this is my second time doing this, I'm not as scared as I was the first time. Because I know I'm not being disrespectful or anything like that. So here's one of the little feet. now we're gonna get the other one. And here's the other little foot. So now that we have both the tail feathers and the feet, now I'm going to try to open up the wing as best as I can. Because it's kind of hardened, it's not as easy to like spread out the wing and feel where its joints are. But because this bird is so small, the other bird I had was a bit bigger, so it was a bit scarier doing a bigger animal. But now this would be my second bird doing this too, so I'm not as scared as I was. So here I'm stretching out the wing and I'm feeling where its bones are. So I kind of found the little pocket of where it's staying. Okay, and now, okay, I'm gonna open this up, place that area in here. And again, feeling where it is. And now that I cut it, I'm gonna go here and just do a little scissoring just if I need to cut any like tendons or anything like that. I broke the bone, so all I really need to do is just cut the tendons. And here I have the beautiful wing. So this is what we are left with. A beautiful wing. And it's beautiful white, yellows, and grays. Next, we are gonna do the other wing and just the same method. And because I don't know what I'm doing with the insides, I have never gone into a bird or any other animal. I've never done that. I would love to do further studies in taxidermy and be someone's apprentice, so I am looking a bit more into that. But now I'm gonna just do this last one and I'm gonna break the bone here. And now that that has broken, thankfully there's already so many feathers here, this is not going to be anything. They have like 30 chickens, so. And now we have the other wing. Again, it is just so beautiful. I already put it in the bag, but I just think birds are so pretty, and I think any animal going to waste and just rotting is a sad thing. And with my last bird, the cedar waxwing I had, I buried it under a anthill, but I'm kind of wanting to see now if there's anything I can do to preserve its head. Because its head is so cute, but I feel like I need to do a little bit more research there. And I just don't want anything rotting. But I do want its little, I think I'm gonna have to read up on that. And if anything, I won't record that here since I've never done it. But a part of me wants to keep its little skull, but a part of me is just like, what about the brain? And then the throat I'll have to cut, and the vertebra, that's a little scary for me. And I don't want to be rude or anything to the animal. And like, there's nothing leaking on this bird. There's no blood anywhere, no hit or injury it sustained due to its death. But I think it's a beautiful little thing. I'm so sad it had to go, but I'm so glad my brother found it and thought of me. So, this is a Kingsley, I believe, the genus, but I'll be able to find the exact name to look further for you. But thanks for watching. My name's Nikki and this is my channel, I Don't Fucking Know. And I'm just so glad I was able to get another one of these because I really love taxidermy and preserving animals. So hopefully in my next video or one of the next, I can have a video of me actually doing something with the feathers in a way of jewelry, art, or whichever. So thanks again. I greatly appreciate you watching. And a part of me wants to get a bird, not to kill, but just to have. I love birds. They've always brought me so much peace. And I think any animal, you know, all animals bring me peace because the human world is just a lot for me. And they're just so soft. And like, it's so small, it reminded me of a hummingbird. But I feel like hummingbirds would be smaller than this. I don't know. But thank you for watching. My name is Nikki and this is my channel, I Don't Fucking Know. I guess I could film this. So, question. I already preserved all of the tail feathers and the wings.
Right.
And the last bird I had, I buried it under a anthill so I can come get it later on once it's like been decomposed so I can get the head. Because I want the little skull.
Okay.
But for this one,
He's too small.
well, I just want the skull. But a part of me, because it's been a couple days since he's passed, probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And if you feel like this right here, there's not a lot of anything to cut. It's just very like, and a part of me wants to keep the head, but the other part's just like, I've never taken a head before.
Right.
I know the body is definitely something that I don't want because that has like all the stuff in there,
Right.
but he hasn't leaked at all.
No, that's because it's still inside.
Right.
And when you cut the head, it's going to come out.
Well, the last bird I had, it started leaking out the mouths, like out of all the orifices. If I would have waited any longer, it would have been nasty.
Right.
But this one hasn't. And so I'm wondering if I
You need
should
more
take
than
the
just
head.
a Kleenex there, I can tell you.
Well, yeah, but then I'm like, I wonder if the brain is like, I don't know.
If it hasn't been too long, then yeah, it's probably going to have still stuff that's...
So what are your thoughts? Try or just bury it under an anthill and try to get it later on? I think I'm going to read a little bit more about it
I
before
wouldn't
I do
do it
that.
without researching a little bit more.
Because when I researched, they always said these are the easiest things to take.
Right.
But I want its little head.
But, I mean, that skull's so tiny, it's not really going to be anything
But
to...
it's so tiny, that's the cool thing. When am I ever going to find another skull this tiny? I'm trying to see.
But it's not going to be just a clean skull, you realize that. And
Yeah.
it won't because...
There's feathers and everything on it. And I think that's the cool part. And see, it's yellow on its head.
Right.
So I kind of
Again, that's not going to stay that way.
Why not?
Huh?
Why wouldn't it?
Because you don't have anything to
I could put it in a little jar with its feet. I just didn't know.
Well, I mean, it's got stuff in it, so it's definitely gonna, you know, when you cut the head off, it's gonna have a big hole in it. So, no matter what, it's gonna have a hole.
I'm wondering how they do that.
See what?
I wonder how they do that and like drain it. Or like, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure that they probably open it up.
Open the head?
No, I'm talking about the whole
Well,
bird
yeah,
when
the
they're-
stomach.
When they taxiderm it, yeah. You know, I mean, so.
Yeah, I don't want to do that part. I don't want the stomach. I don't care for ribs. But I want its little beaky.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Like I say, I would do a little more research before I cut it, just to be sure.
Yeah.
You've got the. You still have your camera going?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see if its mouth has any like liquids or anything in it. Boom, boom. Oh, there's its little tongue.
I'll just use a Kleenex there. A little bird stuff on the table.
Yeah, there's nothing gotten on it, so. I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking.
Well, I guess the only way to do it, I mean, if you open it up and it's not, you know, you shouldn't have, then you're going to figure that out pretty quick.
You gonna be here for that?
Honey, I used to pull heads off of doves when I was hunting.
You did what now?
When you dove hunt,
Yeah?
when you kill the dove, you take its head off just like you do with a chicken. When you behead them,
I've never done
stuff
that.
comes out.
The
But
chickens
I
are
did that
staring
because
at
we
us.
ate the dove. I didn't do it just to be mean.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. Bella said no thank you. So, and that's the thing, I was wondering because it's so little if there'd be like a whole bunch of stuff.
Just wrap it in that paper towel and put it in your bag, and then that way, if it does, it'll get in the paper towel.
Yeah, or I was thinking about like a rice or anything like that.
Do
But
what?
I was thinking about rice, but then I was like, isn't that what you do with phones?
Rice to take the moisture out? Yeah.
I don't know, I've never.
I have some rice if you want to put it in the bag. Thank you for getting the eggs.
Yeah. Of course. Thanks for being with me.
I'm sorry.
So thanks for being with me in that process. So when I did cut it and looked at it, I'm not going to show the camera, but there is like a little bit of something there, probably meat or brain. But again, I think I'm just going to wrap it up in this paper. Wait. I'm glad my grandmother made an appearance. But I think it is so cool. And thank y'all as well, if anyone's watching, for being with me on this journey. I hope you saw that I was not trying in any way to be rude to the animal or anything like that. So, I think if anything, we'll keep it wrapped up. Let's see. Need a piece of hair. The one time my hair doesn't come out. I don't really want to pull a piece out either. Let's see. We'll use this to wrap it up. My grandmother's a boss. She was saying, I just pulled their heads off. Oh my God. I think I could have done that with this bird, but I feel like that would have been rude. But yep, so here's all we got. I guess I'll be waiting a while just to see if anything does come, or if it does stink or anything, I'll be happy to provide it to an anthill. But yep, that's my bounty. Thank you for watching, and I'm very happy that I was not as scared as I was last time. Last time I was very scared. In my video I put a whole bunch of trigger warnings, but for this bird you couldn't hear like any of the crunching because it was a lot smaller, I think is the main reason. It was just a smaller bird, so not as big as bones and stuff, so definitely glad I found it. But here, I'm gonna flip over the camera real quick so y'all can see some of the chickens that we got the feathers from earlier, all of these. But here's the chicken, and that one right there is the cock. Thank you for watching. This is Nikki, and this is my channel. I don't fucking know.